Fletch from All Things Overlanding here. Today I'm going to be talking about the Otzi Ember fire pit slash grill. I'm super excited about this one. I've had a number of fire pits in the past. They've all had kind of pros and cons. This one has a lot of pros, so I'm actually really excited that I may have found one that is a really good fit for my style of overlanding. So again, I'm going to give you sort of an overview. I'm going to talk a lot about the product itself so that you can get good information on what this thing is and what makes it special. And then I'm going to give my kind of feedback and feelings at the end. I'm actually going to cook my dinner on it tonight, so I'm going to show you that as well. So if you want to learn more about the Otzi Ember fire pit slash grill, stay tuned. Alright, so let's start by opening the bag. Now one thing that I want to point out immediately is that I like the quality of the bag. It's super heavy duty. The zipper is really nice. It's actually a YKK zipper, so it's a good name brand zipper that you know isn't going to just fail on you the second time that you use it, which is really nice. The handles are nice, you know, makes it really easy to pick up and carry. Again, as I mentioned, it weighs about 8 pounds, so compared to a lot of the fire pits I've had, this thing's actually really light. The other thing that I noticed about the bag, and I like this, is it's slightly bigger than the fire pit. And why I like that is I've had a ton of them that when they warp a little bit, when they get a little bit of heat through them, then they don't fit back in their container. My Yuko fire pit that I had for a while, I really liked that fire pit, but it warped a little bit, and then it was so hard to get it back in the bag. The bag was literally like millimeters from, you know, wider than the actual fire pit. So as soon as it warped a little bit, it was almost impossible to get back in there. This thing gives you some room. It's got a little bit of extra room in it, so it's got plenty of space for all of the pieces of this fire pit. So let's open it up and let's take a look at what comes inside. So one thing that I really like is that they also have this fire mat. So I'm going to use this, I'm going to put it on the ground below the fire pit just to kind of protect the ground a little bit, make sure that I'm not burning anything, and that also fits in the bag with the fire pit. So then before we get any pieces out, they do give you some really nice step-by-step instructions that will show you exactly how to set this thing up. Overall though, it's really easy. There's just a couple of side pieces with the back, and then the front slides in, and that's about it. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to set up this fire pit. All right, so first things first, of course, like I mentioned, I've got my nice little fireproof mat down on the ground so that none of these little pine needles or anything like that are going to catch on fire from the fire pit. Next, I've got this, which is the back of the fire pit. This here is the actual grill panel itself, so I'm going to put that to the side for now. So next come these side pieces, and I really like that they've got, you know, the name brand inscribed in there and like some little mountains. I just think that that's pretty cool that they took the extra time and effort to do that. These basically set up with this sort of handle looking thing towards the front of the fire pit. So again, this big piece here is the back. So I know that these are going to go towards the front. So this is going to slide in right like that. And then this one's going to slide in just like that. And you can kind of see how easy that was. Like, they're clearly designed to fit together, which is great. So next, I'm going to pull out this piece, which is the front piece. Again, same idea as the back. I'm just going to kind of line it up here with these slits, slide that in, and just like that, you literally have a fire pit. That's it. They do have different sizes of these fire pits, which is pretty cool. I went with the Ember because I am typically a solo camper. They say this is about right for cooking for 2 people. They have a bigger one, I forget what it's called, but it's bigger and it can cook for up to 4 people. So that one's pretty cool too, but they have a lot of different options, so definitely check out their website to see what fits best for you. Then when you're ready to cook, you've got your grilling surface, but what I like about this thing is there are multiple levels. So it basically just slides in there, sits on top with your flames underneath of it, put your food on top and you can cook it, right? But then obviously being careful because this is hot. If you're getting too much heat, for example, you can move it up 1, 2, 3 different levels to raise it up above the heat. So you can actually control how much your food is getting cooked. That is one of the big advantages of this fire pit for me, is that most of them that I've had, using that Yuko fire pit as an example that I talked about previously, that one has one literal grill that sits right on top of the fire pit. So you are right on top of those flames. You've got a ton of heat and soot and ash and flame just hitting right into that food, and you don't really have any way to control it. unless you just let the fire die all the way down. That's the only real way to kind of control it. But then it's really hard. You actually have to remove the grill to be able to put material back into the fire to bring it back up if you get it too low. Whereas with this, again, what I will probably do is pick like a middle point here, but then it allows me to still feed material back into the fire pit while I'm using it. So I can put some sticks in here and kind of keep it going at the temperature that I want. Again, if it gets way too hot, no problem, boom, move it up to the top. Or if I just want to run a bigger, hotter fire under here, just move it to the top anyways. And then I've got tons of room to put stuff in and out of it and get the fire going the way that I want it to go. Now, another thing that I got with mine that I really like are you get a couple of these skewers. So if you wanted to, you know, make a really easy meal and you wanted to put, you know, some steak and some potatoes and, you know, mushrooms, things like that on a skewer, you can do that. And then there are these little slots right down here in the bottom where you can set them. And it's made just for that. So you can put it right on top of some coals or embers. You know, you could turn it, flip it really easily. So you could make skewers of meat or potatoes or whatever you want. Anything that you want to cook on a skewer, you can make really easily with this fire pit. Now, another thing that's pretty cool is I also got this sort of like flat style griddle. So if you wanted to, you know, basically turn your grill surface into sort of a griddle, you just slide this in here, this thing fits in this slot, and then you've got a flat surface without risk of falling down through. So if you wanted to make pancakes or eggs or something like that, you could throw this on top and make whatever you want with that. Now, another kind of cool thing that came with mine was these little sort of triangular pieces that go on the sides, and I will show you how those work. You can see one is mounted right here, but basically what it does is it gives you a spot to like rest things, set food, set your utensils, that sort of thing. Essentially what you do is you line up the little slots on the top of here with these slots in the panel like that, and then you just clip it to the side of the Otzi. So then I've got one on each side. So again, if I wanted to put my spatula here or set other things over there, I could do that while I'm grilling, so that I don't have to worry about it getting dirty or falling on the ground or anything like that. But it just gives you another place to sort of rest things, set things. You know, they're clean. If you keep them clean, you could put food over there too. If you had a burger that, you know, maybe got done, but you wanted to keep it over here to kind of keep it warm, but not in the direct flame, you could do that. Again, I'm probably going to use those mainly for like spots to put my utensils and things like that when I'm cooking. But super, super cool. I love how they paid attention to the details, right? Like the fire mat is just big enough for it to sit on. It's not crazily oversized. It's not crazily too small. Again, these things fold so flat and they're so light. But as you can see, I mean, the quality is just top notch. I love the design of it. I think it's a really sharp looking little grill. And the fact that it's so small and so light means that I can use this on a lot of trips where I wouldn't be able to use my bigger grills. So super excited to use it. So the other really cool thing about this is that because it's not very big, it doesn't take a ton of material. I literally just gathered these few sticks that were sitting, you know, beside my chair at camp, and that's all it took to get this thing pretty much full. So I'm gonna let these burn down a little bit, throw a few more sticks on it, get it going pretty good, and then we're gonna be cooking. As you can see, I got some hot dogs on the grill. They look pretty good. I did move it down a spot. I had it on the very top up there, but it wasn't getting hardly any heat at all. So I actually moved it down one spot, and that seems to have done the trick. So again, the flexibility is really important and really cool with this grill. So with the size of it too, and just the fact that everything is flat pack, it's gonna be really nice to clean this thing up and pack it back up and then take it with me tomorrow so that I can go to my next camp. All right, so the hot dogs are done on the Otzi and they are delicious. So it came out great. It was super easy to use. Again, just being able to move the grill up and down was amazing. Being able to easily feed material into the fire while cooking is really, really nice. So again, I love this thing. It's really nice. It's really super small. I do notice from the heat a little bit of warping, but nothing that is gonna keep it from going back together or anything like that. So I'm excited to use it every night for the next few nights over this 3-night camping trip that I'm going on, to sort of test it out and see how it holds up. But again, with the little bag, the small, light weight that it is, I'm super excited to keep using this thing. So I hope that was some helpful info for you. If it was, click that like button. If you have any questions, post them in the comments down below. As I mentioned, there's gonna be a link in the description to this Otzi Ember fire pit, and probably the 4-person one as well. Whatever you're looking for, I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible on you as I can. And also in the description below are links to Facebook, Instagram, my Patreon page. I've got a TikTok. I've got all of it. So wherever you want to hang out, I'd love to have you. Come hang out. But again, I hope that was helpful. If it was, click that subscribe button, click the bell to be notified when new videos drop. I do a couple a week, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.